We're celebrating the life of the famous and wonderful Stirling Moss, who sadly died last year, but he was a great character, and he was one of the drivers who could jump into anything and beat the opposition. And one of the big changes in the late 50s, early 60s was from the front engine Grand Prix cars to the rear engine, first of all with the 1.5 litre category, and then they were too small. We went to 2.5 litres, which was more like it. And Richard Wilson's got this lovely 2.5 litre Cooper Formula One car that Stirling drove and won in.
He did indeed, yes. It's a T51 model. It's from the 1959 season, and it was a Rob Walker works car, Rob Walker team car, which Stirling Moss raced the second half of 59 from August onwards. And what's particularly nice about it is he won 2 Grand Prix in it. He won the Portuguese Grand Prix, which he flapped the entire field. And then, notably, he won the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. And that was significant because I think that win sealed the World Constructors' Championship for Cooper. Yeah. Wow. So, and it's a nice feature on it because I don't know if you can see the wheels, but the front wheels run on wobblies, the rear on wires, and I've kept it like that because the nice story is that he won at Monza against some more powerful cars by fooling the Italians with the Ferraris, because by having the wires on the back, they pretended they'd come in for a pit stop, and they went out to look as if they were coming in for a pit stop. The Italians all rushed in, the Ferraris rushed in, and he stayed out. And he limped home with nursing the wheels, the tyres, and managed to get the win.
That was the lesson from the Argentine Grand Prix, wasn't it? Where by the end of the race, the tyres were completely bald.
Exactly the same thing, and it worked, and it got the Constructors' Championship for Cooper. So nice story.
Where did Stirling come in the Drivers' Championship that year?
Oh gosh, was it second or third? I can't remember which one of it is. Second or third. Again, just missed out. I think it might have been second.
And of course, in '58,
I think he had the race. The final race of the season was to seal who was going to win, and he didn't quite do it.
He lost the championship, funnily enough, by being very supportive of Mike Hawthorne at Oporto in Portugal the year before.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So you can't disqualify him because he wasn't on.
He's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? Yeah.
2.5 litre climax.
Yep. 2.5 litre climax, disc brakes, rear engine obviously, so now starting to take over from the front engine cars.
Yeah.
So a lot of torque. It's a 4-cylinder engine, so very, very torquey coming out the corners.
Yes.
And there's a nice video of him actually racing. We think it might be this car, but racing, well not racing, but demoing this car at Donington Park. On YouTube there's a nice video if you typed at him doing a T51, right. And it's got an onboard camera with him racing, running it around the circuit, telling everybody what he's doing with the car. So it's a nice thing.
And a Calotti gearbox.
Calotti gearbox, yeah, that's right. So much more friendly than other options, and a nice thing to drive. And
the chassis made of bent tubes that Colin Chapman was horrified by.
Exactly.
He said that'll never work, but then they went and beat him.
Exactly. So yeah.
No, it's a lovely car, and you've had it for half a dozen years.
6 years, yeah, that's right, 6-7 years.
Nice to drive?
Very nice to drive, yes, very easy to drive, very balanced. You can throw it into corners, and you torque to come out the side, out the other end, and nicely balanced, lovely car.
Perfect. Richard, thanks very much for bringing it to Prescott.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.